Oh, good morning. It's mid-January. We got some snowfall overnight. Looks like it didn't really accumulate though, which is nice. That gives us the opportunity to maybe continue to do some work, but I think we're probably done for the winter doing any work in the ground. I've got Juan Valdez Organico. Which is a good old standby, you know. Probably once a year or so, the Juan Valdez, they have kind of like a sale. We buy about $100 worth of coffee, or maybe even more. Just get a big old box with a bunch of different bags of the regional coffees. Some of the, now it's organic. It used to be called Finca, I think. I don't know. Those were like the two we would get from the different regions. You know, Antioquia, Sierra Nevada, Nariño, Huila. All right. Good stuff. I think when the last episode ended, let's get bundled up here. It's going to be chilly out. Chilly. It's going to be brisk. It's going to be frigid. There is snow on the ground. Okay. I didn't think there was, but when I looked out, but now I can see it. I do love how the snow crunches underfoot in FS22, and it does not in FS25. I wish it did. That would be one of my recommendations for them to make with the next update. Get on it. At the end of the last episode, I think at the very end, we were driving back with the straw bales on the trailer here. So I've got them stacked. I think I put one in the cow barn, and then I stacked the rest over here. There's one over there, and then this is a partial that we were using to make feed. And this is how much hay we have left to mix feed up with. And now here's a problem when you get to this time of year. You got snow on the ground, so it makes it more difficult to scoop up your total mix ration and not get snow, or your total mix ration, your silage, and not get snow at the same time. Get this light turned off. I think we have a full feed mixer, which is nice. We'll probably give that to the cows today. Yeah. And the feed's looking a little sparse, so I think we'll probably give that to them today. Let's see, what's it look like in here. I've got nearly 4,000 liters of milk, so I can take 2 tanks from here. I really should get something bigger. I really need to do that. And then these 8 cows are 90% reproduction, so we got to move 8 cows out of here, probably sell 8 of our older ones, get those born in February, and then move them over to the other farm and bring some of the more mature cows back over here. So we got these 4 that are at 50 months, and then I guess we could take 4 of these that are at 43 months. You can see the value starts going down. 1,500 is like about the peak value. And then it looks like after 36 months maybe, or something like that, they start dropping off again. So they climb up to about 26 and start declining after about 36. But we got room for 10,000 liters. We got room for probably a lot more, but I don't know if we can make it. I could bring a silage bale down from the biogas plant. There's a few silage bales up there. I could bring them down to try and mix up feed, perhaps. We'd have to take this up there, I suppose. Where's the... Oh, okay. I was going to say, where's the other attachments? I pulled off to the side. So yeah, let's get milk up to the dairy. I don't want to spend money, that's the problem. Because I don't know how much we're going to end up needing to spend to put in the grapes. I'm hoping it won't be too bad. We've got a 70,000 euro loan still. We're paying 5,000 euros a month in principal on that to try and knock it down. I can't remember how much it was when we first got it. The loan, what did we borrow? Like 100,000 euros? Maybe even more. What else? We have some sunflowers in storage. Those we'll want to sell in February. Oh, nice. Pretty. Looks pretty. But yeah, we won't be working in the fields, that's for sure. So we'll have to head up to the biogas plant, take a look, see how things are there. I'm not going to worry about the size of the tanker right now, just because it's not like I have anything else I need to do. So making more than one trip, or making 2-3 trips a day to the dairy with the milk is probably not the worst thing. I think this is pretty full. There's like, I thought last time I checked there was like 6,000 liters of milk in the dairy. Let me take a look after it fills, which is why I was talking about bringing in maybe the farm dairy mod that we're using on Ohio Farm. Yeah, I got nearly 7,000. So, I mean, it doesn't this dairy doesn't have great throughput. Problem is we don't own the land here. So I'll have to buy the land to be able to put a placeable down. And then I could put that container right here, perhaps, and then it'll spawn out over here. Or I could maybe tuck it up towards this wall. Would probably be also good. I'm worried about the triggers and stuff, but you know, figure it out if we have to. It would be a good idea, but it will be fairly costly. I'm worried about grapes, so that's the first thing. So the rest of the milk that I have, I think I'll just take to Tard. I'm going to go back the back way, basically how we came. Normally I go down to the road, but if I'm going to go to Tard, I'll go this way, pick up at the barn, and then take this to Tard, then I'll head out to the other farm. I think I've probably got a tank there I can get and bring back as well. Then when we get back here, we could probably give them the total much ration that's in the feed mixer. And while I'm out at the other farm, I can probably throw some hay bales down for the cows over there. Pull in here. Fill this up again. I don't know why we can only carry 1,600 in this thing. But we do need something with a little better capacity so that the busy times of year we're not spending the entire day just driving around pulling the tanker. Since it's winter, I don't have a lot else to do other than take care of the animals, keep the biogas plant running at max capacity, and yeah, feeding the dairy. That's about it. Head out to the other farm here. I guess I could have come out of there a little better than that. This does look really nice with the snow covered pines and stuff. These trees are awesome. I think that's what the thumbnail of the last episode looked like. Of course, I don't think there was much snow on the ground, but the trees had the snow in them. And look at the sunlight and the shadow. Come on. That is picturesque right there. It's like a picture postcard. It could even be the thumbnail right there. Looking at our farm. It's kind of far away, but maybe down at the road. Looking up from the intersection. The end of the drive. It's not as good because it doesn't, you're not looking down the hill at it. Uh-oh. Go, go, go. Fast transmission. Sorry about that. I shouldn't have went. I don't know. I think it looks really good with the snow. Turn this light off. Oh, I know something we can do today. We can go get another drawbar for the T30 so it can pull that that tanker. But what I gotta keep in mind is what we learned with this is while you put it level and it looks better, it doesn't interact with the triggers correctly, and that's how we ended up with that little mess there. Let me just throw some down just because I know they need feed. Matter of fact, I might feed them this whole stack. I have to be careful though that I do throw it into the trigger area. I gotta find time to try and clean that little pile of hay up also. I think what I can do is I can bring the shovel over. Let's see if I can pick it up with that, an actual hand shovel. There we go. And then we'll start taking from this side. Probably give them 4 next time and then go back to my usual 3 each time. In FS19 they had a broom that you could use to clean stuff up, and it would basically like erase things that you didn't want. So you could just come down here, you'd lose the hay, but it would be gone. And it worked even on land that wasn't yours. So if you spit some straw out the back of a combine onto some place you couldn't get it, you could at least clean up your map and keep it tidy. All right, let's look in here, see how these cows are doing. So we threw the feed in there and we got it up to about halfway. There's quite a bit of slurry here. I think, yeah, it's slow processing the slurry out at the biogas plant. What am I looking at? I'm looking at the age here, so I'm going to want to move 8 over there. I got 16. Oh, I got 4 20-month-olds. Ooh, and I got 6 23-month-olds. So I'll take the 6 23-month-olds and 2 of the 20-month-olds over when we swap with the calves. So let's take this to Targ and sell it. Gotta look, because they always have a car coming when you don't look. I really do like the snow in FS25. It's good in 22, but you really, in a lot of maps, you don't get enough layers of snow to really leave the tracks. Ooh, what's going on with my trailer? My rear axle's locking up. So it's tied to whether I'm pressing the accelerator or not. When I'm coasting, the rear wheels, or the wheels on the trailer stop turning. That's interesting. I wonder how they have it coded and stuff. All right, so this will be another couple thousand euros. But yeah, I think we're producing milk faster than we can process it through the dairy, which is the reason to maybe put in that container as a dairy expansion. Who was it that suggested we needed more cows? Was it Damian? I think so. I think we're maxed out on our barns, so I'd have to put in a pasture or another cow shed or something. And I think I'm good with what I have. I mean, we could make money faster. It's okay. Are we playing on normal economy? I'm pretty sure we are, which is what makes things even harder on here. I need to start playing on easy economy on these, just keep the progress moving forward. Because like on this particular Let's Play, it has been a slow slog for the past several years. since we took over cousin Bartholomew's farm. Okay, I am going to feed them, and I'm going to use this tractor with the mixer, which I don't normally do, but we're already in it. It's winter time. Pull it forward a little. Oh, this is really slow too, so I will probably kind of like do a jump cut with like a blur fade in the middle of it to it being unloaded, because this will take a little time. Of course, it probably would be more interesting if you could actually seeing it offload instead of just staring at the tractor blowing smoke. Alright, they should be better. So what I'll do is I'm going to grab the trailer, the bale trailer. We'll take it back over to the other farm, but on the way, we'll swing by the BioGas Plant. We'll go the back way to the farm. Oh, if I had them. I don't know. We'll see if we can move some silage around up the other farm. Out at the biogas plant, see if the snow gives us a problem out there. I don't have a bucket. Big bucket. Be using the T25. The wheel loader's back out at the biogas plant where it needs to be in the winter time. We gotta make sure we're running at capacity and providing all the energy we can for the neighboring community. Keep their homes heated. I think this might be a little clearer, and no, it's got snow in the bunkers too. Ugh. Right, so well, let's check on the digester here. It's about half full of solid, so we could dump that trailer in here. That'd be fine. There's room for slurry and manure. I don't know if there's any manure left in the truck. There's not much digestate. I think this is empty. Yeah. So no manure. There's probably room for all this silage. The question is, can I refill that once I move it? And can I scoop this up without getting snow? I mean, I could skim the top and probably do it. I think the first thing I'll do is I hope I'm bundled up enough is we'll get on the T30. and we'll take it over to the shop and pick up. Oh, I should just use the fast transmission Ursus to go over there and do it. What am I thinking? I don't know. I mean, I could have went over. Whoa! I could have bought the drawbar with the Ursus and brought it over here and just swapped it instead of driving this to the shop. So what I'm thinking with the grapevines is the T25s and the T30s, they're kind of like orchard tractors. So I'm thinking when we do get the grapevines in, that we can do all our work with just these tractors. I think I've got that KOLONIA mulcher. I think it'll fit. I think it'll work. And then what will I need? I'll need like a subsoiler kind of thing. Remember we borrowed that KOLONIA Solger from Christian forever ago, thinking it was a spader. I think it's actually a subsoiler. Oh, where'd he come from? Oh my god, that was close. Oh, I got the doors open. A little cold for that. Hey, what you got for used equipment? Kubota M8. That would be interesting, but I don't have $20,000 to spare, and I don't know if I need it. It would be nice just to have that out at like the biogas plant, but oh, what's that? A 3-meter cultivator. All right, so I'm here for a drawbar. I don't even remember what it's under. It might be under miscellaneous. Yep. 65, huh? Do I want one with a ball? I don't know what kind of trailer it was. I should have looked. Oh, I guess it'll switch to whichever one it needs to be, maybe. That looks good. €70. I'll close the doors for you guys. So it's right over there. Yeah. So I got blue just because I thought it might be easier to find. Easier to see it. So you can raise and lower this. It's as low as it goes, huh? I think that's the problem I have with the... I don't know. I already bought it. Yep, first top. Let's run back out there and see if it works or not. Yeah, it is a little too cold to be doing this. definitely too cold. I hit the dang traffic signs. It's amazing. It's almost lunchtime. We haven't done a thing. The idea of getting this drawbar was so we could maybe do this thing a little better. So let's try it out. Can hook up to it. Alright. It looks like a decent angle. What angle was it before? I don't even remember. It just didn't look good. I know that much. But it's nice because, look, even the lines hook up and everything. Sometimes when you have something in between, it doesn't want to do that. So let's see. We can fill it with digestate. We got 2,300 liters. Now, here's the question is, ooh, the snow melted off. We got to take advantage of that. Mix up some feed while there's no snow on the ground. Yeah, the trigger's still not coming up. So let's see if the trick of throwing the trailer wheel up on the on this works. Yep. I guess that's just what you have to do. And then I'm going to drop both. I probably could have left it on though. I think there's a different option for this tractor where it would have that trailer hookup connection lower. That's what we got. I think I'm on the correct side the way I have it tipping. Yep. I think it'll probably take all of this. Good job of that. Turn sharper. And I don't know if I can make this slurry tank work or not. Let's see if I can offload the rest of it. Can hook up to it. Can I make it run it? I can. belching smoke though. Alright. Drop it back off. So what I need to do here is I need to probably refill that trailer. Let me just do it now. Yeah, it didn't take very long at all. It's 12 o'clock noon now. I guess we'll eat over at the other farm. We'll take this over there. We'll grab something to eat. It'd be nice if I could figure out, well, I don't have to worry about that now. Okay, well, it's 1 o'clock now, finishing up lunch. We'll head back out to the biogas plant. I'll grab the wheel loader. We'll take the bucket of silage that we have back to the main farm, and we'll mix up some total mix ration in the feed wagon. Maybe I'll mix up a couple. That way I can just get ahead of the game a little bit. Put one in and then keep one in the mixer wagon. Kind of like we had. That way we can get through February. I don't know, there's really no reason to drag this out by publishing the episodes of the winter. I mean, the rest of January I'm going to be doing the same thing, right? I'm just going to be taking milk up to the dairy. We're selling it at Targ and keeping the biogas running at full capacity like we did today, and taking care of the animals. So it'll be repetitive. So maybe maybe in the next episode we'll just start in the month of February. I'll do the end of January off camera. It'll look a lot like today. I'll keep an eye on the used equipment, of course, if anything comes up. I was thinking about that front loader. I've completely ruled it out now. It's the electric one, which, and it costs about twice as much as the diesel front loader. So if it were the diesel front loader that was on sale, better than 50% off, it'd be cheaper and probably more attractive to me. So I'm gonna pull over here and grab the wheel loader. We got a bucket in there, and we'll just take that and we'll use that to mix up feed. I should have left it in first person. I hate it when I don't leave the vehicles in first person. The way I prefer it. Oh boy. He was coming all right, but we made it. So during lunch I was also looking at dairy expansion. So it's going to cost us about 44,000 euros for the land. And then the farm dairy container is like another 10,000. So that's a 53,000 euro cost. The land we need to buy to put the winery on is about 14,000 euros. I should probably just go ahead and buy that. And then the restaurant tasting room that we want to put on it is going to cost us probably about 20,000 euros. So that's 35,000. I don't know how much the grapes are going to cost. We're going to need the trailer that you can put grapes in. Apparently a special trailer. They only go in that. Not sure why. So we'll get the Z-Tor 7745 turbo out. This is what I like to use for the mixer. I wonder if this is small enough to go down between the vines. Probably not. Something needs work. toolbox to take care of that. I don't like things to get too far. Yeah, oh my goodness, 562. And that's fine. Yeah. The old 7745 turbo needed some attention. This thing, it looks like it did move up into the wall. Likes to creep off camera or when it's not being utilized. When you leave the game, restart the game. Alright, so I'm trying to remember. Okay, it's got like a 10,000 liter capacity. We did like 35 is 7 and then 3. I think that's too much. So we gotta do we were doing 2,500 of. I don't know. Figure it out. Okay, I'm gonna mix up one, put it in, and then mix up a second. I was about ready to start putting this one in, but I decided I was gonna keep one full, right? So we got it mixed up good. We'll drop it off here. I'm not gonna put it in. Drop it right there. Tore away. And I think, so this bale here, I think I was using for straw bedding. So I'll see if I can put that in. Because I use like half a straw bale in each mixer, which is 2,500 liters. And then I try and use about 3,500 liters of hay. 25 and 35, what's that? 5, 6, and then 4,000 of silage. I guess I gotta do 3750 if I could do the math. But yeah. Try and make it more half and half. You gotta take all that? It might. Not. Close that. This doesn't need to be open. Bring back the air assist, put it away there. I may bring that trailer of silage down here and drop it into the pit so we have more silage here, and then refill it again before we get more snow on the ground. But because it's just going to be more of this tomorrow, with the exception of probably moving the older cows out at the end of the day, I'll take my 8 oldest cows out of here and go sell them. And then at the beginning of February, we should have calves here. We'll take those 8 calves over to the other farm in February and bring the oldest cows from over there. This is our primary milk production site. And the other farm is mainly to age our cows, even though some of the older ones are producing milk. Which is why we're feeding these total mix ration, because that maximizes your outputs, not just the milk, but the slurry and the manure as well. And over at the other farm, before they're producing milk, you can just feed them hay. You won't get as much manure or slurry, but they're not even making milk anyway. Once they do start making milk, producing milk, which they are over there, you won't get as much, but it's just more total mix ration you got to do. So that's how we're splitting it up right now. Agree, disagree, don't know, but that's what I'm doing. And then we need to get a bigger tanker. I know that. That's not our priority. So this field's going to be corn next year. The 2 fields across the railroad tracks, one's going to be corn, one's going to be sunflowers. And then the other field over there, it was corn last year. I'm not sure what to try and put in there. Maybe I'll put oats in. Probably do oats. And then at some point, this field here full of weeds, we need to buy it and get it ready to, let's got stones on it. Clear stones off, I suppose. This is where we'll build the winery. Tasting room. And then up the hill here, right behind it, that's where we're going to put our grapevines. And actually, I think we'll get quite a few. Probably more than I want. Across here, and then this over here maybe we'll just put into grass or some other crop, just make it a small little field down on this side, just because I don't like how much shade this part of the field ends up getting later in the day. Probably grass. This will remain grass. And this I'm going to do potatoes so that the bees, the pollinators, have some flowers. It'd be nice to just keep this in, what, like canola or potatoes and just swap it back and forth every year, but we got to borrow the potato equipment. We don't have it. Well, that's my thinking. I don't know how much time is left in the episode. Probably not much. Here's what I plan on doing. I'm going to go back out to the biogas plant with the wheel loader. I'll probably grab the trailer of silage, bring it over here, dump it in the pit, then go refill it there. Maybe I'll come get a load. Actually, I should go get a load of manure while I should bring the truck down and fill it with manure while I have this shovel here. That would be the smart thing to do. The even smarter thing to do is do it off camera and just do it the easy way. Well, that's where we're at here at the old Polish farm in Kolonia. I appreciate you hanging out with me here, even though it's winter and not too exciting. We'll come back in February. We'll have some new calves. We'll make another loan payment, and we'll have some dairy products from the dairy to move down to Targ. And then we're that much closer to March when we can get the grapevines in, and then we see how much money we have left to do other things. If we have enough left over, maybe we'll hang on to the loan, continue to make the principal payments, but we'll do that dairy expansion so we can up our production of dairy products. I think it will significantly. Matter of fact, I think we'll probably exceed our ability to keep it fed with milk, but we'll see. I mean, we got quite a few cows. Not as big as some, some people get the massive things, but for the size of the farms, I mean, we're a good sized operation. Certainly much larger than it was when Cousin Bartholomew's was running it, or at least how it ended up by the time we took it over. We just had one field out back. And then this building here, we're going to turn that into our grape production unit right here. So we'll have to move this stuff out of here, close this up a little bit. That's the idea. So yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. If you don't subscribe yet, why not? It don't cost nothing. We'll see you in February.
PlayStation